Crawford. Any
Yeah.
negotiations? Anything you can tell us on that?
Well, I mean, that's a fight that everybody wants to see, and hopefully we will see it. Again, uh, I think that we'll all be in action uh, after the first of the year. You see, it's easy to talk about negotiating big fights,
Hmm.
but until we know whether we can do gates of a big size. Now, Spence in his last fight had some uh, spectators at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington,
Yeah.
where the Cowboys play.
Hmm.
But it's not like packing it for spectators. It's not like in Nevada where they pay crazy prices for the tickets.
Hmm.
Until we know when that's going to happen, it's hard to actually negotiate. Now, because a Spence Crawford fight in Nevada would probably do a gate of between $10 and $15 million. When people were confident about going back and they allowed crowds. I hope with these vaccinations, we'll get to that uh, by the end of spring or beginning of summer. And if we can, there'll be so much money in the pot that we'll be able to get that fight done. But, when you have a period of time where closed circuit, where pay per view uh, is not very robust because there are so many people hurting, so many people on food lines. There's a big crisis in the country.
Hmm.
You can't expect people to go to their pocket and pay these kind of crazy prices for pay per view. And besides, people did it in the past because they used it as a way to entertain,
Sure.
and they would have like 10 other people at their house. So even if they paid a lot of money for the pay per view, spreading it around, per head wasn't that expensive.
Gotcha.
So we got to get back to normal before we can do these big fights. And that includes Fury and Joshua. It includes all of these fights. We need gates. We need site fees. We need the revenue streams to be robust.
Gotcha. So that means Crawford may have an interim fight, correct?
Well, we don't know. We don't know. I mean, aren't you enthused how the virus is the vaccine is rolling out? We now have two companies putting vaccine on the market, and everybody tells me there'll be three and four within the next few weeks,
Mm.
possibly as early as the second week of January. Johnson and Johnson may come out with their vaccine may be approved, and that doesn't require two doses. It only requires one.
Mm.
So I really believe that with any luck in the United States, by the end of February, we'll have
February.
everybody that wants the vaccine will have gotten it and be inoculated, and we can go on with our lives.